What's up, YouTube? Back with a video. It's been a minute. I've been working on my schoolwork. I've been focusing on school, but I thought, since it's quarantine and stuff, since I ain't really got much to do, and I've been getting bored lately. And now, if you've been getting bored, I feel bad because it do suck in this quarantine. But hopefully this junk is gone before we know it. Yeah, we're doing a reaction today, and we're doing probably the top 10 or top 15 scariest things. I'm gonna figure out which one, but it's just gonna be scary. I'm into that scary stuff. Now, I'm not gonna say I've never been scared before, but since I'm kind of into the scary stuff, it's kind of normal for me. But this shall be interesting. I don't necessarily watch a lot of these, so anything that I'm gonna click on is probably going to be something I've never seen in my life. So probably good to know because now I can make a lot of videos with it. So you already know what to do. Like and subscribe, and that's it's optional. I'm not gonna force y'all like some YouTubers like to do. I'm gonna just keep it real. Tank top in my room, not really giving a crap. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Friends are supposed to always have your back, but in most of these situations, having a friend nearby would only add to the body count. Either way, these are some scary videos you probably shouldn't watch alone. Number 10. A YouTuber named RJFD gets a phone call from a friend telling him to look at the sky. He goes outside and doesn't really see anything at first.
Yo, it was literally just like this the other day.
It sounds like thousands of fireworks going off at once, but this is late at night in the middle of winter in small town Michigan, so that doesn't make sense. There were no fireworks planned at all. Then the entire sky changes color.
Whoa, it's crazy dark. Yo, it's crazy dark.
What is that?
If fireworks is truly not the answer, then the only other explanation I have is some sort of strange weather phenomenon. Let me know if you think you have a logical reason for what's going on here, because I'm really not sure, and neither is anyone in the comments section of this video. Number 9. This rocket ride is a famous local attraction at the Luna Park in St. Petersburg, Russia. Here's what the ride looks like normally,
what kind of ride
and this
is
is what it looks like after a cable frays to the point of snapping clean through. This angle clearly shows how close the riders are to plummeting hundreds of feet below. Look at the top of the ride. That cable to the left is the only thing keeping them alive. The tip of the ride is bending from the pressure and looks ready to come off. Rescue workers are eventually able to get everyone down to safety, though I'm not sure they felt anything but safe while dangling over 200 feet in the air with no end in sight. Number 8. A YouTuber named Wish Avenger and his friends are poking around a dark train tunnel near Lake Odell, Oregon. They are hoping to come across the door to a secret maintenance tunnel to explore, but they have to be quick because these tracks are highly active and on a tight schedule. The group knows they are in trouble when they feel a faint rumbling under their feet.
Do you get that vibration? Yeah, I do.
After running full speed for nearly a minute, Wish Avenger turns around and sees the bright orange glow of a train gaining on them. They know trying to outrun the train at this point is useless, so they scramble for cover on the sides. Wish Avenger dives to the ground at the last second, and the train blazes by with only inches to spare. He manages to not get run over, but he still isn't safe yet. There's barely any space between him and the train, and he could get taken out by a wider section of the locomotive at any second. The entire time Wish Avenger isn't sure about the fate of his friends. It's too loud to call out for them, so he just has to wait and see. A long time later, the train finally passes by, and Wish Avengers finds his friends. Together, they hurry out of the tunnel before the next one arrives. Number 7. A YouTuber named Jay Breezy works as a security guard at a nursing home in Chicago. No one seemed to believe him when he said that his job was haunted. Then one day another security officer found out for themselves. His co-worker starts to feel a very cold presence in the room, but doesn't think much of it at first. He is busy smoothing over his hair when he appears to see something off camera and stops moving. Pay attention to the bottom right-hand corner of the screen or you might miss it.
There you go. See it? And watch him. He got cold. It got cold. He was like...
I was about to write this off as CGI until I saw the security guard's stunned reaction.
He like, what the f? He stopped. He looked like, what the f?
It really does appear as though he sees something first in the doorway and then walking down the hall. Let me know if you agree that this is a paranormal experience or if this was somehow faked. Number 6. A student is walking around the campus California State University in Northridge when she is followed and grabbed by a total stranger. She runs into the Bookstein Hall of Economics and Business and her pursuer follows. Thinking fast, she pulls out her phone and starts attracting as much attention as she can.
Go ahead and tell everybody what the you're doing. What the are you doing? What love? I don't know you. Out of here!
Not even a crowd of curious onlookers is enough to distract the man from his single interest as he again attempts to grab her. Watch this part and let me know if you would be brave enough to step in on her behalf.
Doing what love? I don't know you. Out of here!
The man's hands go from her hair to her neck, and that's when bystanders step in. The 26-year-old was arrested and charged for his actions. He has not been sentenced as of this video, but he could face up to 13 years. Number 5. This Great Dane is walking through the kitchen when a small object crosses its path. Another orb passes by and immediately gets noticed. You don't have to be an animal lover to tell this dog is clearly surprised and uncertain at what it's seeing. The animal freezes in place and then switches into hunting mode, tracking something invisible all throughout the house. I guess the dog could just be reacting to an insect or something, but that doesn't explain one last part, which occurs approximately 1 minute and 23 seconds into the video. This is the exact moment when the headlights of a passing car illuminate a shadowy figure as it runs from left to right. Many people believe this could be a supernatural presence manifesting itself as a shadow person. This, combined with the dog's behavior, certainly seems to create a strong enough...
Okay, I don't see, if y'all can point it out for me, like if y'all could like crop this video, or like I'll put the video link into the description and like y'all can go watch it and try to find it for me if y'all want. I don't really care if y'all don't, it doesn't matter. But I don't see the shadow, like when the headlights come in, I don't see the shadow of a person. I mean, there's a lot of things to say about this video. It could have been a bug, it could have been somebody outside, it could have been anything. I heard, I don't know if it was this YouTuber, but I heard a YouTuber, I think it was him. He said that he does not believe that little dust particles represent spirits. I kind of believe that too. Now, I'm not gonna say every time. Like sometimes they'll be like one of those like little dust little bunnies or whatever you want to call it, and they would like go past the person, and then the person would like feel a touch. See, now at that point, I think it's kind of real. But when it just flies through the camera and nobody like feels or see it, just because it flies through the camera doesn't mean it's something. Like I don't believe the little particles are anything. I don't know what to say about this video. I mean, but then again, you know, dogs and animals, cats have a, you know, experience with seeing those kind of things. So I don't know what to say about that.
Case for the paranormal. Number 4. This CCTV video was taken after hours at a business in Ogden, Utah. All is quiet until a full-speed plate dives out of a cabinet and shatters all over the break room floor. A security guard on patrol walks over and simply stares at the broken plate for over 10 full seconds before grabbing another to verify what just happened. Neither one can think of a proper explanation. They check the shelf and it looks fine. Let me know if you have any explanation for this video besides the paranormal. Unless the whole video is fake and someone off camera pulled a string, then I have no idea how that plate could have fallen. Number 3. 16-year-old Kyle Plush calls the Cincinnati Police Department for help after the backseat of his minivan somehow folds over and pins him alive. He is completely trapped and can't do anything with his hands, so he calls 911 using voice-activated commands. This is what he tells the dispatcher.
I'm in help! Help! Help!
Police are unable to locate him and everyone starts to wonder if this was a fake call. Soon they receive a second call, this time much more urgent. Listen to this part and tell me if there is any way that you could think this could be fake.
Don't have much time left to tell my mom that I love her if I die. This is not a joke. This is not a joke.
The desperation in his voice sounds pretty obvious, but somehow the dispatcher allegedly thought this was not real and did not relay important information to patrol cars that could have helped him. 6 hours later, Kyle Plush was found crushed in the parking lot of his school by his father. Let me know if you think the dispatch operator should be charged or not based on what you've been shown.
What the heck? The father found him? Y'all not even gonna send somebody to like just make sure? Even if it is a prank, I still feel like a cop should pull up to be like, yo, this ain't funny. Like, give them a warning. Give them like a warning like, yo, you need to stop calling. And when he pulls up, at least he can see if it was real or not. Are you serious? And I bet you when he was on the way to go find this kid, I don't get paid enough to freaking find kids that are freaking prank calling our freaking dispatcher. But it is what it is. And then you pull up and see this. You pull up, he probably was cruising too slow to the point where his own dad found him first. Come on now.
Number 2. Justin White and his friends sneak into the abandoned LA Zoo, which is supposedly one of the most haunted places in the entire city. It's too dark to see much, but they seem to be followed by strange sounds that are getting progressively closer. By the end of the video, it really does seem as though something is right on them.
Oh my God! Christ! What the f? Hear that? Actually hear that?
I just felt something on my arm, like I'm not even joking. Okay.
We're leaving. Dunzo.
Oh my God, Dunzo.
Twigs snap underfoot just behind them. It couldn't have been one of them because everybody in the group is standing completely still on camera when it happens. Oh, and there's another piece of evidence that makes me think this zoo really might be haunted. They managed to capture a soft voice on camera that they later enhanced for clarity. It sounds like a girl's voice and she seems to have a clear warning. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. I recently released the music video for my song Dreamland, and we may have caught something paranormal at the 55-second mark. Tap the circle icon in the top right corner, then tap my music video and let me know what you think it is. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person, so if you're generous enough to hit that subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. This way you'll be notified of the new videos I upload every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1. A YouTuber who goes by Anne posted this video back in 2014. Of her sleepwalking activity at night. Using a webcam, she is able to record herself night after night jolting up while still being completely asleep. People have debated the authenticity of this video in the comments, but Anne swears she still does this every night to this day. I genuinely believe this footage is real because sleepwalking is a well-documented behavior. and says she finds the footage hilarious, but there's something certainly chilling about that blank stare directly into the camera as she's 100% asleep. All of these YouTubers were chased by people who they found scary at the time.
Okay, now this one was a little, like, I don't have goosebumps, but I feel it in my stomach. Like, that is scary. Like, imagine, like, whew, you better not show that to your man. You better not put that on your freaking bio when you're on Instagram or Tinder. That is not it, Chief. Especially, whoo, Lord, do not make that your profile pic. Do not make that your profile pic. That is horrifying. If my wife were to do that, no. I will love you from a distance. I'm sure we got a guest room. Hey, we got a guest room. And if we don't got a bed, we got a couch. You know, we got to have that. We got to have a couch. Because I am not... What if she murks you in your sleep, though? You sleeping on the couch, she... Bang! Like, oh my God. And you know what's weird? What's weird is how the brain makes you lose your vision when you sleep. Like, you don't... Like, when you close your eyes, you can see the blackness, but when you're asleep, you don't. And so I think it's very weird how your brain cuts out your vision. Like, I don't know how the brain does that. But then I think it's very weird. You can wake up like this and freaking look like that and not see anything. Like, you do not know that you're doing this at night. I think that's what this said. That she did not know she was doing this at night. Another thing is, I feel like when you record yourself in your sleep, I feel like just bad things happen in general. I don't know who else feels like that, but I feel like when you record, as soon as you start recording yourself in your sleep, that's when the weird stuff starts, that's when the weird abnormal stuff starts to happen. And I think it's kind of bad luck to record yourself in your sleep because it's weird. Like, I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it, but I was too scared to see what the outcome might be. Like, I don't want to see me doing that. That's scary. Like, what the heck? I'm sorry. I saw something with a glance in my eye. It's not the video that's doing it to me. And I'm not scared. This one, I see why it's at number 1. Because that is a little chilling. Anyway. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. I think these are very interesting videos. This wasn't as scary as I really thought it would be. First of all, the number 1 spot was very chilling, especially for her. Like, you're looking at her look at you, basically, and I think that was very weird. And then to the kid and the dispatcher and stuff, like, no, man. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed. Thank you for everything. Thank you for watching. I hope y'all like, subscribe, push notifications. So, Instagram will be into the freaking description. And yeah, go ahead, comment some stuff that y'all think I should watch, and comment some of the stuff some scary stuff that y'all seen. And also comment also how you feel about some of the stuff in this video, because the number 1 and the kid, yeah, that was not it, man. But I hope y'all enjoyed the entire video. RIP to the kid again. Yeah, we out, man. Out, like, subscribe. Let's go.